Hi, thanks for tuning in to Local Flavor. My name is Deborah Anderson and I'm in Moreland, Kansas at Aunt Faye's Community Kitchen. And you can anyone can rent Aunt Faye's Community Kitchen to make anything they'd like, and it is a commercial kitchen, so you are able to sell the things that you make out of it. But we're not selling it, we're just gonna eat it today. I'm gonna be making my newest obsession, which is lo mein noodles. So we're making chicken lo mein. And I'm gonna start by cooking the chicken. And then we need to have about 2 chicken breasts. And I'm gonna cut them pretty small and thin. For some reason, when I'm making lo mein, I kinda like to make it about the same size as the noodles. But these will be the same width as the noodles. So this nice knife goes really fast. That one might be pretty big. I don't wanna choke anyone. And we're gonna put some seasoning on it, and it actually doesn't have to, you don't have to marinate it overnight or anything. But I'll do 2 chicken breasts, and then we're gonna cook them and set them aside. And I also right now have my pot of water going for my udon noodles. Now, lo mein noodles can be made out of udon noodles, or there's another kind that now the name is, I'll tell you when it comes to me. Or I have even made it with spaghetti when I really wanted it and I didn't have any udon noodles. But luckily, I was able to drive through Wakini yesterday where they always have udon noodles in stock. So I'm gonna cook them according to the directions on the box or the bag, which is to put them into boiling water. So I have that water going right now. These are the biggest chickens I ever seen in my life. I wonder if it's a turkey. Can we trust the chicken industry? It's hard to say. Probably if I were home taking my time, I'd make them a lot more perfectly sliced. And nobody cares, so I'm glad I'm in a rush. Okay, for the chicken, we're gonna cook it in olive oil. So I'm gonna take one quick little break to get my olive oil heating. Just a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Man, this is a nice thick chicken. So, I have a couple of different kinds of soy sauce. One is for the sauce we'll put on the whole kit and caboodle at the end. And one is for seasoning the chicken. Actually, we're gonna put both kinds in the sauce. There's several, we've got meat in this, we've got vegetables, and then we've got the noodles and a sauce to bind them all together at the end. I think Chinese food is kind of simple. You just sometimes have to buy weird ingredients. All right, so to go in this, I'm gonna need a couple tablespoons of soy sauce. And I have terrible news. When I carried this in this morning, it tipped over in the bag and I lost a bunch. So I'm really hoping I have enough soy sauce because I need yeah, I think I'm gonna actually have exactly enough. And I'm gonna need some fresh minced ginger. Normally I use a microplane to do my ginger. However, I did not pack it, and that is one thing. It seems like Aunt Faye's Community Kitchen has everything I always need, but I did not find a microplane. So this is not what I recommend necessarily, but I have done it before. I don't really want any chunks of ginger in this, so I'm gonna squeeze it out and get as much as I can. Then I might leave the very, very big one. That's awesome. So if I need a teaspoon, that's almost enough. But fresh ginger just makes it great. I will tell you that at Hy-Vee once I bought, because you know, I buy ginger, use it, and then you have some left over and you don't use it in time and it kind of gets really dried up and hard. So I found at Hy-Vee once in Topeka, they had a tube of ginger in, it looked like a toothpaste tube, and it was already crushed like this. And I bought it, and it tasted just like fresh ginger, and it lasted in my fridge a heck of a lot longer. And using this is really hard. So I wish I had my tube still. I think I would definitely do that again. I think I saw like at Dillon's, they had tubes of crushed garlic and even some other green herbs, but they didn't have the ginger. They had the fresh ginger. Then I need some garlic. I'm going to do 3 cloves. These are nice big heads of it. Here's where I call Doyle, can you help me? And he will say, what do you need? There's 1. Two, and this other one, I don't know if I can fit in there. It's been a week, I'll tell you. Okay, I've almost got it. Oh! And I wish I had bought that tube of garlic. Okay, that's all I need to put in this. So I'm going to stir it around and put it right into my skillet right away. These chicken breasts were bigger than maybe mine I made last time. So I might use a little more soy sauce just to make sure I got them seasoned well enough. And I'm going to sear these until they're cooked all the way, and then I will take them out of the pan and set them aside on a plate. But while they're cooking, I think it'd be great to go ahead and take a break. It'll give me some time to clean up this mess that I have made. So when we come back, we'll work on our vegetables.
The Rusty Tractor in Kensington offers big city dining with a small town feel. The Rusty Tractor features hand-cut steaks, burgers, wraps, and more, all with generous portions and quality products. The Rusty Tractor is proud to serve the area farming communities and welcomes everyone. Come as you are in your boots and jeans. You'll be right at home. Open daily and conveniently located on Highway 36. For more information, find them on Facebook, or for a full menu, visit rustytractorkensington.com.
What a girl wants in her home kitchen. Ease of use, flexibility, fun, the latest kitchen design, Frigidaire professional real stainless steel for fewer finger smudges, a French door refrigerator, convection cooking, a quiet dishwasher. Have the staff at Genuine Appliance in Hayes demonstrate new Frigidaire professional appliances to find what you want. Genuine Appliance at 1224 East 27th in Hayes. Everything a girl wants.
Make moving and storing your home or business easy with Storage Solutions of Hayes and Victoria. With 2 facilities, they can store anything from antiques to automobiles and everything in between. Interior units for items needing special care. Drive-up units of all sizes, perfect for home or business. And outside storage for trucks, boats, and RVs. As an authorized U-Haul dealer, they have everything for your next move, across town or across the country. Storage Solutions of Hayes and Victoria, making moving and storing easy.
TMAX Trucking, LLC delivers service you can depend on and serves all of Northwest Kansas. They have shale pits located from Logan to Waukene that provide convenient access to your location. TMAX Trucking specializes in road maintenance, and they have a dozer, dump truck, backhoe, and grader to get the job done right. Their locally based business was established in 2012 and is both licensed and insured. Let TMAX Trucking, LLC deliver service you can depend on.
Hi, welcome back. I've got my chicken all done. You can see it's still steaming, and so I've taken it out, and I'm going to leave the same pan for my veggies. So I left the juices and everything in there, and my water has finally started boiling for my noodles. So I'm going to go ahead and start those because they take about 15 minutes to cook. So since I got a big pan, normally I cut them in half because my pan's kind of small, but I've got a bigger pan here today, so I'm going to put them in full size so we can get the full effect. And like I said, these came from Waukene. I have found that if you need a strange noodle or pasta, if you want it, you're going to find it in Waukene and nowhere else. So they didn't have these even at Dillon's and Hayes, so pretty exciting. So I'm putting in these udon noodles. I guess the other kind that you could use is ramen. No. Then what are you going to do with the seasoning packet? So let's use the udon noodles, or spaghetti is fine. And when this comes back to a boil, I'll turn it down to simmer for about 15 minutes. In the meanwhile, we better get started on our veggies because I like them to be pretty soft myself. So we're going to put in a couple of cups of cabbage. I don't need this whole cabbage, but I did want to show you that, look, it looks just like the cabbage on your box of your Cabbage Patch doll. Normally I only see the white part all wrapped up in saran wrap, so I was pretty excited to get a real cabbage like from the garden, which I feel bad. I'm probably going to take them off because they're marked with different, looks like dirt. So I only need a couple of cups of cabbage, and I like to cut it very thin myself. And I do the cabbage first in the pan because I like it to be soft so I don't even know there's cabbage in there. So I almost think it's a noodle. I do think it's a noodle. I go, man, maybe I need to put in more cabbage. So I'm going to just put a couple of cups, cut really thin like a noodle. And we're going to put an onion in also. I'll cut it the same. And then a red pepper. So I like the onions and cabbage to be really soft, but I actually like a little bit of crisp in the red pepper. So I'll add it at the end. Now, can someone please tell me when the udon noodles is boiling again? Just send me a text. Yep, just about. So that's probably about a cup and a half. Oops, I forgot. I need a little more olive oil, just another couple of teaspoons. And I'll turn this fire up a little bit. So first for me is cabbage, and we're going to cook this down. It takes about as long to cook the cabbage as it does the noodles, so it kind of ends up good like that. Let me put just a teeny bit more. I had to make udon noodles a lot because I had so much cabbage and it was my only idea for cabbage, so I kept making udon noodles or lo mein noodles until I ran out of cabbage last time. And I found a much smaller cabbage last time. That was a better deal to me. And here we go with onion. I'm going to keep an eye on my noodles. It was boiling so hard. I think it helps when the lid's on. you can put in a whole onion. I like long, thin slices. Oh, that one's too thick. Oh well, maybe I can talk someone else into eating that one. And then for the red pepper, I'm only gonna do about half of it. And then we'll make our sauce while it's all cooking down, because we have time. And we have some crazy ingredients for the sauce, but that's where you get all your flavor. So a couple cups of cabbage, a whole onion. That was a pretty big one too, although it was not the biggest in the pile. So I like, it's not called for necessarily, but I do like to salt it a little bit because I feel like the veggies get a little more flavor if you season them. Helps out a little bit. I'm also going to put in some bean sprouts. I couldn't find fresh, so I bought a can of them, and I'll put about half the can in, but I'll put them in with the red peppers. So I'm going to use just half of this. Oops, I thought I turned you down. Nice thin slices of those too. I love red pepper. Anyway, some people put mushrooms in. You can put any vegetables you like. These are my favorites, so that's why I picked them. Well, cabbage is pretty standard. You've seen it at the buffet at the Mexican restaurant, or no, Chinese restaurant. You can see the cabbage in your lo mein. I think it's pretty standard. I was actually, when I decided to try and make this, I was at Panda Express, I think, kind of upset that I couldn't have both lo mein and fried rice. So I thought, which one's easier to make? They're both not too hard. Okay, I'm gonna let that still cook. While this is cooking, I'm gonna make our sauce that we're gonna put it all together with. So I have a little bowl for that. And I need a couple of tablespoons of the soy sauce we used on the chicken, which is just a plain, or some people like the light soy sauce, because you're going to get quite a bit of flavor. It was almost 2 tablespoons, so that's close enough. And then I need another 2 tablespoons of a dark soy sauce. I actually bought this online. This one is Pearl River Bridge, and it's a mushroom flavored dark soy. And it is, see how thick it is when it comes out? It is amazing, but the lid is not good. I don't like it. It seems like it leaks a lot. I did pretty good this time, actually. And then I need 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Maybe I'll use a smaller. Oops. A little bit more, I guess. No, there's still some in there. Then oyster sauce. I need a tablespoon of that. It's easier for me to do these in the hand measurings. Now, oyster sauce, this is what my bottle looks like. It's hard to get out. I don't know why they chose this kind of a bottle, but you get what you get, right? Then I need a teaspoon of hoisin sauce. Hoisin tastes a lot like barbecue sauce, so it's a sweeter kind of sauce. So if you don't have hoisin, you could substitute barbecue sauce. Just let me check this. I'm going to give these a stir. I'm not done making my sauce, but I'm trying to keep up. The only thing left I have to put in is some pepper, ground black pepper, and some brown sugar. So, that pepper smells awesome. I need about a tablespoon of brown sugar, so I just brought this little bit. These are going to bend if I want to pack it, so I'm just putting a little extra in, so I don't want to bend the spoons. So I'll just stir this together while this is cooking, but I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of my veggies. So about a half a can of bean sprouts. They sure look better when they're fresh. These look kind of gross. And my red peppers. Now we'll let these cook for just a few more minutes. We're going to take a short break, but not a long one. And probably during the break, I will drain these noodles and we'll put it all together when we come back.
Western Auction and Real Estate LLC is ready to travel to you. Their team includes auctioneers and real estate specialists that will exceed your expectations. They offer experience in agriculture real estate, commercial and residential sales, and farm equipment auctions. Plus, they conveniently travel to your location. And it doesn't stop there. Visit westernauctionandrealestate.com today to shop their online equipment auctions too. For professionalism from concept to completion, it's Western Auction and Real Estate.
Norton County Hospital would like to welcome Dr. Todd Pankratz, an OBGYN who is now accepting patients. This means women can receive local specialized care for high-risk pregnancies, infertility, medical weight loss, and various surgeries. With Dr. Pankratz and on-staff physicians, the hospital hopes to serve as a premier facility for women's health care, and this care extends to the entire family as more than 60 babies are welcomed here each year. The Norton County Hospital, dedicated to caring, commitment, and community.
$10,000 in 10, but give 15.
With 7 agents in 3 locations, Hammett Land & Auction Incorporated can meet your every need when it comes to your next sale. Visit them at hammettauction.com and you'll find all their upcoming sales, including farms, ranches, as well as farm equipment and even real estate listings, both residential and commercial. They've been serving Western Kansas since 1983, and with offices in Stockton, Russell, and Hayes, they're always nearby to assist you. Hammett Land & Auction Incorporated. Contact them today.
$25 would get $21,000.
Safety at a peace of mind price. Nex-Tech Wireless introduces the Simple Starter Plan. For only $20 per month, you can rest easy knowing you can always reach your child on their smartphone. The plan includes unlimited calling, unlimited texting, and unlimited data while on Wi-Fi. You won't have to worry about data overages, and your child will enjoy all the benefits of a smartphone. It's the Simple Starter Plan from Nex-Tech Wireless. Unlimited talk, text, and data while on Wi-Fi for only $20 per month.
Well, I've got my vegetables cooked down about as much as I want them. Most people probably keep them a little crisper, if you must know. I think it's interesting that the bean sprouts, I can never even find them in there anymore. I did, confession, it was a fairly small pepper and I really love red peppers, so I did go ahead and add the rest of the red pepper during the break. But now we're ready to put it all together. So I'm going to put in my udon noodles. Wow, I'm going to have a lot of fun getting this clean later. It stuck a little bit. And my chicken. And most importantly, the sauce. Oh, this looks awesome. Simple sauce, and we didn't have to cook it. I know it's another noodle dish, kind of like the Kung Pao chicken we made, but we didn't have to cook the sauce this time, and we didn't have to pre-fry the chicken, so it makes it a little bit easier. That was a giant chicken breast that's taking up quite a bit of room. Doesn't that look awesome? It's really hard to stir. So I want it nice and mixed, incorporated, so the sauce is not all in one spot. There we go. That looks fairly even. So I'm gonna put a little bit on a plate. This one might be easier to serve with, or maybe both. I'm gonna turn this off. What a mess. Okay, say your prayers. Look at, no spills. That never happens. And I'm gonna garnish with a little bit of green onion. So I washed all my vegetables beforehand. Just a little bit of garnish so it stays nice and fresh. And then I'll have to grab a fork because I forgot my chopsticks. When I went to nursing school, my roommate was from Macau, so she taught me how to use chopsticks. She made me eat an entire thing of ramen noodles, which is not that much food, but I could only use my chopsticks, so that was a great challenge because noodles are kind of slippery. I cut my chicken a little bit more in here. You're gonna love this, trust me. It tastes just like going to a Chinese restaurant, but super fast and easy at home. I do love it. Be sure and try this one. Wakini Grocery Store would love to see you for your udon noodles. And won't you join us next time on Local Flavor? I love this.